was off for 2 weeks. So I just want to say thank you for coming and tuning in. You are watching the Preservation of Jazz Hour. Hi, hello everyone. You are watching the Preservation of Jazz Hour live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. All right. So thank you again. Yes, I want to thank my WJZZ Cool TV family and WJZZ Jazz Radio for all the love and the flowers and the fruit and the notes and all those wonderful things that make it easier when you have things going on in your life. So it was an actual big old jazz tune being created. So I just want to thank my WJZZ family for always being supportive and all that. I really appreciate it. So again, welcome to the Preservation of Jazz Hour with your hostess, Sky Covington. I am so grateful to be a part of this whole amazing, wonderful thing. So this whole amazing, wonderful thing called jazz, called life, called improvisation, called being clever and overstanding, that we create all of the melodies moment by moment by moment by moment. And I'm grateful. I am so grateful. So if you haven't ever joined the show, I'm still, where am I? I love to communicate jazz to my people. And then I did some studying on live streaming. It's not like the soap operas and like the movies where everything moves so fine, but the realness of live streaming is why I will always choose live streaming. I will always choose this. This is the most pure, the purest way of communicating to your people, and I'm just naked, no filters, and I'm just grateful. So what are we going to talk about today? Well, first let me let you know that there is an up and coming young lady that I absolutely adore. She's a twin. I'll tell you the funny story when we do the interview. But we have a beautiful young lady coming to the show later on in the show. Absolutely beautiful. The beautiful Lady Love. And she is a twin. And I can't tell you. It's a twin story. I'm sure we've all had our twin stories, right? And I'm so grateful for this young lady, and she doesn't know how hard I am about to work for her. We every so often you'll get a mentor. I have many mentors, but I'm still shy about I'm still shy about asking. So I'm still going through those hiccups, because a lot of my mentors they're very approachable. It's just me, so I need to just do better. That's my that is my new name. Do better. It really is. That is my name. That is my name. I'm going to do better. I don't know how many days, how many times of the day that I end up apologizing for something and saying that I apologize, I will do better. Now, I am not making light of it at all. Not at all. Because if we could all, and not saying it's so easy either. I'm not trying to put myself on a pedestal. We're supposed to do better every day. So I always have that little voice in my head saying, check yourself now. I always have that little voice in my head. And I'm so grateful too because true jazzmen and jazz persons have a voice in their head. That discerning spirit telling you where to go and how to get there and all of those wonderful things. So I'm just looking for something fun. Ooh, I don't want to do that. I'm just going to stay regular. We'll just do regular. No filter, right? Okay. So, yeah. So I'm going to write a song. I want to write a song called "I Will Do Better," right? So let's say confession time. What is one of my confessions? My confession is that I asked Alexa at 2 o'clock to remind me to write a song every day. Yep. At 2 o'clock every day. Alexa says it's 2 p.m. Sky, it is time for you to write a song. For the first 4 weeks, I was obedient, but I fell off. But no matter what, every day at 2 o'clock, even on Sunday, she asked me to write a song. Well, I asked myself to write a song. She reminds me, so yeah, she's a part of my life. Yes. She's a part of my life, yes. And I'ma do better, yeah. That's what I need to do. So the next song that I write is called I'm gonna do better, I will do better, I promise to do better. I'm not sure, but I'm going to do that. Yes, I'm going to do that. Yes. So, we did our confession, and I want to try to do that every Wednesday. Just a little confession, just to share. While we are here, I don't exactly know why Yah has me here. I know that this show is about the preservation of jazz, but I think it exposes, I don't like to use the word expose. I think it highlights. Highlights. I think it highlights how jazz is being created. That's what I'm believing. I'm believing that's what's going on. That's what I'm believing. So I just want to say to our engineer, thank you. All of our engineers. I just want to say thank you. So there is a lot of up and coming events going on. Fall is approaching. We also want to give our condolences to the persons that passed away in these tumultuous times throughout the world with the floods and the hurricanes. We are losing a lot of lives. So I want to give my condolences. I also want to give my condolences to my assistant who lost her mother at 4:32 yesterday. My deepest condolences, Danielle Avery. And I love you. And take all the time you need. And I also would like to, for all of the families that have experienced geniuses in your life, geniuses that you are still able to have filet mignon, and you're still able to give freely and feed people freely without looking in your own cupboard. People that, those secret donors of people that have passed, jazz greats that have passed, that you continue to give scholarships and you continue to make it easier and viable for other musicians to thrive, and other musicians' wives and families and grandparents and mothers and fathers to still strive with money that was left behind, or money that was passed on to you. Because I think that people look at jazz musicians sometimes, and we don't want to focus on that. But I'm saying this for educational purposes, that if you have a jazz person in your family, someone that preserves jazz, someone that preserves classical music, someone that preserves world music, these different arts has to survive after we are long gone. Because through melody, if melody isn't beaten or ripped out of our whole bodies, on our whole generation's body, that we can still hide or relay messages to our future. So we just want to say thank you for putting the money that the jazz greats left you behind on something that can make a difference and continue to preserve jazz. Because the preservation of jazz is a very important gift that we should continue to pass on. Yes. So, what are we doing right now? What are we doing? Right now, we are doing the Satin Dow Review has come back, and since there's still a lot going on with the Delta variant and all of these different sides of the COVID spread. But then there is me and a lot of other me's or we's and us's that will continue in the despair, like you saw on oh my goodness, what's the name of the movie? The Titanic. One thing that everyone has to remember about the Titanic is that the band kept playing. The band kept playing. And that's why it's so important to keep that moving. So, yeah. All right, I'm doing all that. So, again, you are watching the Preservation of Jazz Hour, streaming on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Only, though, if you are inspired. There's no rush and there is no need. But I have an urgency. I have an urgency that I would like to share. Music means so much more to me every time I hear the word condolences. It's something very real when that word is spoken. Those few words are spoken. So, yeah. So I'm just going to be quiet for a minute. And if you would like, I want to be quiet for all of the people we have lost in 2021. All over the world, musician, doctor, nurse, family, cousin, brother. Yes, hallelujah. Yes. So we are here. We are here, and thank you again. So right now it's 6:18, and I've been kind of just talking a little bit while you get your comfortable clothes on, and maybe sit on your favorite part in your favorite part of the house, and just vibe with me. That's what I really want. I really want to us to sit down together. I'll look straight at you, and that's what I want, and that's what I desire for this show. I I beat myself up a lot for no reason, and I realized something today. My mother used to tell me all the time about when you have a show, you should rest and dress. Rest and dress. And in recent times, I haven't done that. I fill my days with so much, but it's been unfair. It's been unfair for the productivity of the show. It's been unfair for people that have watched the show. It's been unfair to me wanting to do the preservation of jazz. So I'm not going to waste too much time in sharing this, but again, I'm going to do better. I'm so excited about what I'm learning and what I'm beginning to understand how significant this show can be. So please, if you have any suggestions, please give me a text. Please give me a text at 248-383-3385. Let me know, give me some feedback. We also have, you can also send some mail to me. I want to make sure I get it right. At okay, let me make sure I get it right. WJZZ radio at gmail.com. Please send me an email. Let me know that you're watching. Let me know that that we're going to start creating something special, and we're going to make the preservation of jazz something really viable. I already plan to do that in WJZ Cool TV. We're all together. We just and you know, I'm happy with whatever y'all puts on the table. But I will be so happy if I can hear your voice. If I can hear your voice, then I can really begin to understand what jazz means to individuals. We are having, again, backed by popular demand. I have so much to talk about. So, the Satin Down Review. If anyone remembers, before COVID, we were doing the Satin Down Review. We were headed to Carnegie Hall. We were, and when I said we were headed to Carnegie Hall, we were all ready to do whatever we had to do for Carnegie Hall. We were blessed to have affiliates come to the show that could help us not rent Carnegie Hall, but possibly book Carnegie Hall. We were on the verge of getting sponsors to put this production on. Isaac Robinson, the late state rep Isaac Robinson, that was going to be our next project outside of many other projects. So that was just a small bean to what he was planning to do. And then COVID hit. But we're back. And you all kept reminding me, don't give up the Satin Down review. That's what you were telling me. You were telling me that. And even when I was ready, some of my girls wasn't ready, but I had to have my own girls, the girls that I wanted. Every so often, though, the Satin Down will change women, because I believe that everybody deserves a chance. So what my vision is for the Satin Down review is that it will change, because I'm building a dream. And my dream is, at some point when you're going to make this happen. We're going to be at the Aretha Franklin's Jazz Cafe. It seats 85. We have a 75% portion of those tickets sold. I want you to like the show so much that we can just move it on over to the music hall. So I'm going to do, and thank you to Ted Nedgy. Thank you. I love Ted. He's doing so much. Remember Gwen Fox, one of my guardian angels, my mentor, my beautiful sister queen. She just fills me up with joy. Hallelujah, to have beautiful queens like Gwen Fox. But September the 22nd, you can tune in, and while you're tuning in, you can be heading over to the Jazz Cafe, the Aretha's Jazz Cafe, because she's going to start her Wednesdays, right? So, the Satin Down review. So let's talk about it. It's 6:24. We're going to have a minute. We're going to have a wonderful interview from Lady Love, and she's going to be the narrator of our production. So the Satin Down review, ultimately, I had been doing the Billie Holiday tribute for over 20 years. Over 20 years. I started doing the Billie Holiday tribute, and my first show was at the Trumbull Theater. That was my first show. And then I did 1515 Broadway, which I have a confession to make. It was such a great show. We had Lady Day. Oh my goodness, I can't even. DJ Holiday, excuse me. DJ Holiday, Shelly Kay, who was also a part of Satin Down review cast. He was so excited about the show, the owner at the time, which he'll probably won't remember this, but he was, it was my first time trying to do a show 3 nights in a row. And I might have to get over that fear, because I haven't done 3 nights in a row ever since. But I did this incredible show. I had all the whole spiel. Oh, the whole schmeal. It was amazing. We did it at 1515 Broadway, and then we did it. Then we started doing it at over on the east side, over on the west side. We started doing it at the Tangent Gallery. We did it at the Artist Village, and the Billie Holiday tribute. It was me. I was doing it, and then I tried to do the Nina Simone. And in the process, I was all excited, so I was trying to do, I was trying to do the Nina Simone tribute, and I started doing that at the Russell Bazaar. I was doing, and ooh, the Nina Simone tribute was, it was painful for me. It was painful for me because I'm the type of person that went through many doors in my life, but I never went through the third, fourth, and fifth door. I got my feet halfway wet. Like if for the sins that I committed, I would say that I got my half. Let me see. I mean, because there's the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10th door. And in jazz, that would be. So, yeah. So I was still at the traditional jazz portion of sin, of just like, I was still at the, I never left. I'm still right back. I'm still in 1960s. That's how much sin that I can equate to, like that. Yeah. Okay. So let's get back to Satin Down Review. So I really wanted to share the stage at this point. Initially, doing the Billie Holiday tribute, it was supposed to be 30. It was supposed to be Billie Holiday. I'm not even going to tell you the story. I'm not going to tell you what my vision was because it's important for that to stay with me. But I decided not to do that. But I was hungry to work with a woman, a blues woman named Faye Bradford. At the time, I was in astrology, so I was like, it wasn't really nothing about astrology. It was that I just loved that one day she came to me very innocent and very pure and very just no ego, and she said, I would really love to work with you. I would really love to work with you one day. And then after that, in my mind, I always would try to figure out ways that I could include her. And then Nina Simone Neal. Let me tell you, Stevie Wonder is my all-time favorite. Well, Billie Holiday is my all-time favorite. No, Yahweh is my all-time favorite in everything. And then there was Beethoven, and then there was Stevie Wonder, and then there were like Michael Franks, Abbey Lincoln, Kurt Elling, Nat King Cole, like those people. And then as we trickle down, Frank McComb, Robert Glasper, Maria Garcia, Kenny Dixon, like, because I'm into house too, you all know that. But then there was Nina Simone Neal. Like, I was so taken back by her voice and her stage presence and her vibe. Her entire vibe, just to this day, it floors me. And her husband equally is it calls me his sister. So this is where we come to the jazz. We come to Satin Down Review at Music Hall, September the 30th. We're doing the first production, the first run after COVID of the Satin Down Review. And we have the beautiful Queen Sister coming. She's going to be narrating and emceeing the whole event. Oh, it's going. It's going. It's going. It's going down. It's really going down. Yep, Lady Love. And she's a twin. And she was so beautiful because I actually put her sisters. I want to make sure you all see that. Yeah, I put her sisters, but I love her. She also emceed for Hug Detroit Day. Hug Detroit Day was great, and unfortunately, Hug Detroit Day right in the middle of Hug Detroit Day. If you remember last year, my mother-in-law passed away, and this year my brother-in-law passed away on my mother-in-law's birthday. And that's jazz, really. So at 6:33, I have 4 tickets to give away. You can call. If you can call in the next 2 minutes, it's yours. Wait a minute, I have 4 tickets. If you can call in the next 2 minutes, it's yours. Or, yeah, in 2 minutes, I wanna just see. I would like to see if you are you feeling me? Are you listening? I'm still learning. You know, and I love who's ever vibing with me. This show is going to be, it is one of my dream shows. So even if it's just me and you, beloved, I'm okay with that. Even if it's me and you, beloved. So another thing that I stopped doing, my Nicole Covington page that people actually like, I never show love to. Oh, what's the number? Oh, excuse me. Right, thank you. I love you. 313-655-6018. Thank you, beloved. That might help. Like, Sky, what is the number? So, I just want to know if you call in. Oh my goodness. When you call in, did I put that in? 313-655-018. 655-018. Just call in and let me know that you are liking the show, and we're going to continue to build the show. And don't critique me on the live, because then it'll make me shy. But if you see something, but no, let me share this. Just things that I can. You say it says you are not accepting calls at this time. Is that what it's saying? Okay, if it's saying that, then guess what? I'm gonna put your name, and so you have the 4 tickets. I love you. I'm gonna leave your name at the door. Okay? And because you know what? We just have to roll and stroll with this new technology. Because I know my engineers are working so hard. But right now, probably what's happening is, I should have said it earlier. And remember, I'm still learning. No, you got the tickets. No, they're yours. I got 4 tickets for you. They're all yours. I promise. I'm going to put your name. I'm signing your name to the list right now. See? See? I got these are all my reservations, which you only see. There's only one, but she got a few tickets. I appreciate you. So, what's going to happen now? We're about to get a call from Lady Love. And yeah. And I appreciate you. What is your favorite Billie Holiday tune, Alita? And so I know that my engineer is making it happen. Uh, yeah. So beautiful engineer, we're working it out. We just have a few callers, and if there's a situation where you can't call in, that's okay. We won't panic. Yeah. So Lady Love is about to call now, and Lady Love, all right. Mhm.
313-355-6018.
Oh, okay. Yep.
313-355-6018.
Yeah. And so guess what? I just figured out. I've been giving you all the wrong number. See, I'm so sorry. I know. I love live streaming, and I have the best. I have the best engineers, so it's never their fault. I already know. So this is what we'll do. Alita, you give me a call at 355-6018, so we can ask you what your favorite satin dial. What are your favorite jazz tunes from Billie Holiday and Dinah Washington? And then we're going to get my beautiful Lady Love. She's going to call in right after. So let's try three. Hello, beautiful. Um, hello, beautiful.
Hello, hello, hello.
Okay, you new to jazz. Hello, is this Lady Love?
This is your Lady Love. Hi, my Sky.
Hi, hi. So
Hi,
okay,
Sister Beautiful.
Alita, say Lady Love, say hello to Alita Page.
Hello, Alita Page.
We love you, Alita. You already have the tickets. You can call me at 248-383-3385, and I'll give you text me your information, and then I can email you the tickets, okay? And I appreciate you so much.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yes.
All right, hello, beautiful. Okay, see, yeah, it's always my fault. I've been,
Oh, it's all good.
yeah, I know. And you know what, too? This is the thing. I know it. I know it's all good because it's always my fault. So, today when I was talking to my husband in the kitchen, I had to admit something to myself, and people will be like, "Well, you're," and I get this a lot. Well, don't let them know that you made a mistake. No, the reason that I love this show is that I get to be regular, and I get to say that I made a mistake with the number. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, I'm going to change all of my literature and everything. The number is 313-355-6018. Yep, 248 Queen. Yep, Alita. But enough about me. Lady Love is in the room. She's
We
online, and we are so grateful. So let me tell you, Lady Love is a community activist. She has a job that gears toward being a communicator from that guy to that guy. She also is very fluent. She's a good communicator. Does have a twin, so I'm sure that my little fupa it probably happened maybe a few times.
Well, you know what? The beautiful thing that you addressed so effortlessly was that your transparency gets you to where you want and gets you to where you need to be. So any hoopla, floopla, bloopers, it's all wonderful because it helps us to continue to be amazingly made. And that's where we're going to stay.
Yes.
And so you just remember how amazing you are. And I love that you stressed that forgiveness. That was the whole thing that I grabbed from your context that you just communicated. Forgiveness. That is the key. And how amazing this life will continue to be on our journeys if we remember that. And yes, I am a communicator that loves to communicate with
Yes.
everyone. I am an activist. I am one that wants to bring unity to the world through music, through communication, through effort, and you just being and loving you and doing what you love to do. So thank you so much for that amazing introduction, and I'm honored to be a part of your journey.
Yes, well, what I'm realizing, my journey is not my journey. It was never about me, and so that's why I'm clinging to you in such a degree because you inspire me. So and I want to get right in. I want to dive into and like tell us like if I never met you and we had to introduce, what would you share?
Hi, with Cheryl. Wow, girl. That's a question we can be on this show for a long
Okay,
time.
that's okay because we can do a part
But
two
to
if
keep
we
it
have
very
to.
short and sweet, I come from a beautiful family. My family comes from legends of jazz, legends of basically just working in the city of Detroit. My grandfather is Coach Alan Tellis from Pershing High School. He coached a lot of people to the NBA. He coached a lot of the leaders and the coaches that are in high school at Osborne, at Pershing, at Mumford. And I come from his lineage. I come from him playing jazz, him playing Sarah Vaughan, Ella Fitzgerald. Nat King Cole was someone that he idoled, and he sang to us all the time. As well as my father being a jazz artist, singing at the Rhinoceros, singing at my God, he sang everywhere. Carl's Chop House, to name a few, and Baker's, knowing John. It just, music is in my family. And when my father would have me, my twin and I learned how to sing and also learned how to dance from my dad, as
Okay.
well as my mother. My mother taught us music as far as soft rock. She taught us about the Carpenters. She taught us about Chicago and Journey. Not only those beautiful, beautiful tunes, but Michael Franks. So a lot of music has been introduced from my mom and my dad's side. Um, I come from a lineage of people that valued life and the discipline that they gave us and the lessons that we learned to continue that journey to teach to others. My goal is to make sure that I teach people how to be the best that they can be. And I want to do that for the rest of my days, just to show them to stay confident, stay competent in understanding and knowing who they are, and they are beautifully made no matter what happens, no matter how they look at life. So if you meet me, you will see the representation of a true woman, and I believe that I stand and I value that very well.
Mm, that is so beautiful. Look, let me tell you, you are listening to the beautiful Lady Love, and you are watching the Preservation of Jazz, our live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, subscribe, comment, and just share. And thank you for watching again, WJZZ Cool TV. Let me tell you, the beautiful Lady Love has touched on something that's so deep, that we need to be responsible for our family. We need to be responsible for each other. We are our brother's keeper. So, Lady Love, so there's a lot of things going on in your life. We were talking for Hug Detroit Day, where the Lady Love, the Lady Love, where Lady Love was our hostess, and she was our spokesperson. Can you tell me how did that work out for you?
Oh, it was a very, very amazing event. So many vendors. The children came out. The atmosphere and the environment that we were in, everyone just connected with one another. They loved one another. Woodbridge, all of the team at the Woodbridge Pub, they came out, made sure that they had everything set up so effortlessly to make sure that everybody had what they needed, and to just be a part of something so huge. We had so many people that were all around the city of Detroit and the metropolitan area to actually represent Hug Detroit Day. Collecting all of the school gear and school supplies and the things that the children need as far as to be successful. They have to have what they need, and to have a representation of that going over 10 years, I think you had that. It just amazed me to actually be a part of that. And then with you having the city council stamping that and making sure that that was a day that is recognized on a yearly basis, says so much, not only about the founder, which is you, Sky Covington, Nicole Freeman. It just said a lot. And for you to ask me to be part of that, to host it and to be the annunciator, to just spread the joy, it just went beyond words. My gratitude is just there. So it was a great experience.
It was such a great experience, and I have to say you did such a radiant job, and then you had, I have to let you know the outfit that she had on. She had the black, was it the black blouse and the yellow pants, or the tapered pants? But it was, my thing now as for women is I don't regret a lot of things, but I had the opportunity to perform at Baker's for a brief time, and I'm talking about me only to shed light on you that there's a thing sometimes that we have to do. We have to remember that that other people are involved, and
yes.
What you wore that day, it was just it was so perfect. You
Thank you.
It was just so perfect. It was fun. It was child friendly. It was, you looked good, and it's these the little things that that I see, and I saw that that you the personality wise, because this Lady Love is our feature, and that I'm grateful to know women that can be ready, because I strive to be that, and I'm ready. But then I cling to people that's more ready than me, and this woman here, she always ready.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Thank you, Sky. You know what? When my twin and I performed with Keith Washington back in what was it? I think it was 2013. When oh God, what is Charlie Wilson? We opened for Charlie Wilson down at Shane Park, and we actually had an interview at Fox 2 News station, and it was actually on our birthday. And when Keith was talking to the actual host, the anchor of Fox 2 News at that time, he said, "What is it about you? How do you do what you do?" And I'm going to say this phrase because it's so important, and I'm tallying off of what you're saying, just being ready. God prepares us, and we always think we're ready, but then God shows up with something else, and we get groomed and moved into another level. Every day is a new day, and every day has a new level, and then every level has a layer. And when we continue to move on our journey, just to state this quote, he said, "You never serve fine wine until it's time." Yeah. You never serve fine wine.
That's true.
Fine wine, just key word, fine wine, until it's time. Yeah. And it's time for us to share God's light and be representatives and represent, who we're supposed to be with no fear, and when fear and doubt comes in, I was talking to my love today about the word fear and the word doubt. I fused them together for a very long time, but today God enlightened me to look at each word. Each word means something different, but if you focus more on one, which is the doubt turns more into fear, so we're supposed to stand in confidence and stand boldly when we have adversaries and when we come against things, so we can grow and be ready. But if we are hesitant, the doubt comes, and then the fear moves in, and then we're not ready. So just removing that doubt and standing and being confident helps us to remain ready. So thank you so much, Sky.
Yes, that you know what that is so true, and in recent times, like, well, and I'm collecting, and I don't want to use, yeah, I can use the word collect. I'm collecting all of the women that I want to that it inspire me, and that I want a little bit of that, and I want to give off a little bit of that as well. So
Yes.
I cling to you, because, like music, we are jazz artists. I know you do a plethora of jazz, plethora of music, but when I called you for the Satin Down review, which again, we have about 2 more minutes of conversation, but I want to tell you why I chose the beautiful Lady Love to be in this big production that we're doing, because the production is, everybody knows, and even the people that don't know, everybody knows that the Satin Down review is going to be one of the most important events that's going to happen within these 3 years.
Wow.
It's going to be, and I know that for sure, because I know why we're doing it. See, in jazz, there was these women that were enslaved. Okay, and a lot
Okay.
of women didn't make it, and a lot of men didn't make it. A lot of people didn't make it, but there was these people that were supposed to get this certain sound to to America, even under their oppressor, even under all of this. And to me, jazz is so important. It's so important that we preserve a great music. So when I say a great music, because jazz is improvisational. So you know what? I know I only have 1 minute left, but I just want to say you're listening to the Preservation of Jazz Hour with the beautiful Lady Love. I'm going to have her back next week. You want to come back next week?
I'd love to.
Maybe you can
I'd
come
love
and
to.
just
Thank
co-host
you.
with me. She's going to come co-host with me from 6 to 7. We're going to have this. We love you, Alita. We're going to get the tickets to you. You know my number. And I just want to say thank you. And good night. And we'll see you next week. I love you.
Thank you. Love you.